Hi and welcome to Real Reviews, where today I'm going to be talking about Picard Season 3, which came out on home entertainment, released very recently on Blu-ray and DVD and special edition Steelbook. And this sees Jean-Luc back in action with Riker and with Crusher and with a few others thrown in for good measure, and all the rest of the alumni who you would expect to turn up in the last of the Picard seasons. So let's get into it, shall we? Nice. Right, so Michelle Hurd is back as Raffi. You've got Jerry Ryan back as 7 of 9. You've got Jonathan Frakes back as Riker. You've got LeVar Burton as Geordi LaForge. And you've got Michael Dorn as Worf. Yes, you've got, and Marina Sirtis as Deanna Troi. I feel sure. So you've got everybody back. And essentially this is just another excuse to send Jean-Luc out into space. This time after having received a distress signal from Dr. Beverly Crusher, his onboard doctor and sort of quasi love interest at various points across Next Generation. I'm sure there are going to be some Trekkies who jump on me like vultures for even suggesting I don't know my Star Trek lore, but there you have it. This time round, you've got some parental issues which he has to address. You've got some obstinate Starfleet captains that he has to sort of circumvent and sidestep to a degree. You've got some, enemies. You've got some denizens of the deep, etc., etc. There's no sea monsters. Denizens of the deep is just a turn of phrase. And you've got Worf just looking cool with a white beard. So, I mean, what else do you need? This has been hailed as the best season of Star Trek to ever be on Star Trek, if that makes sense. So let's get into it and really see what the meat and potatoes of this is all about. Now, you see, what really comes through with Picard Season 3, the final season, is that even in his 80s, Patrick Stewart takes names, kicks ass, and delivers a great performance. Again, his iconography cannot really get any more intense than it currently is, but I think it might have just kicked up a notch, because this is class stuff. This is stuff you should own. Let's be fair, you shouldn't own all of the Star Trek stuff unless, you live and die by the sword, as it were, but with this season, and I think maybe Strange New World Season 1, which I really loved, I think these are things you should own and have on the shelf, because at the end of the day, I think what they're looking to do as well is they're going to set up a spin-off series off the back of Picard Season 3, which will involve a Crusher clan member without giving anything away that people who haven't already seen the show know about. And there are some, these people have been doing their particular roles for decades. So it's like a second skin. It feels really comfortable. It feels like a homecoming. It feels like a get together with phasers and monsters and enemies and sort of people winning out in the end. I mean, this is really classic old style sci-fi Star Trek stuff. But it's also clever. It's well written. It's well scripted. It's well performed. There's not much meat on not much fat on it. Let's put it that way. In terms of the way it's written. And you've still got the main creators going behind it. So what more can I say? What more can I say apart from we're going to move on to that rating next. Let's do that. So I'm going to give this another half score. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. Because it's just solid stuff, and it delivers on all the fronts that you would expect it to do. And for a third season at the end of a long-running season, I know it's only been 3 seasons, but come on, the guy was 79, 78 when he started doing them. Give him his dues. So 4.5 out of 5, not quite the full Monty, but close enough for me. So let's move on to that trailer. Right, and so it is that you've reached the end of the trailer for the home entertainment release of Picard Season 3, which is currently out and available on DVD, Blu-ray, and all good quality limited edition steelbooks. So this is the bit where I go. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to drop a comment in the comment boxes below, then do so, because we do love a little bit of feedback. And finally, if you would like to subscribe every Tuesday, every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos, then you can tune in, you'll get a little notification. You can either watch or listen to as much or as little as you would like. So until next time, be sure to check out my Patreon page and check out the rest of the channel. Cheers now.